welcome to another awesome video with you on screen friends, Horror Panda. So you all might be wondering, why do I look like that chick from Twilight? That's an excellent question. You see, I am finally a US citizen. We're all living in America. Anyway, I have been living in the United States in California, particularly for the past 7.5 years. And prior to coming to the United States, I had a lot of stereotypes that I thought were true and a lot of expectations. To me, what I expected America to be was based off movies. Solely. Movies and like YouTube videos. That's me looking like what I expected a lot of Americans to look, but apparently only soccer moms or actual people who play and involved in baseball look like this. I made my point, I'm gonna take this off. Alrighty, so today's video going to be about all the stereotypes that I thought Americans are gonna be or do, and in general like stereotypes about America and whether they're true or not. So just a disclaimer, I have only lived in California, so I'm not like trying to generalize the whole America in general, but like from what I experienced, and I'm pretty sure majority of the states are similar to it, but just so you know. Let's start with the big one that my young self, who was not exposed to the world yet, thought is that every American boy is a surfer boy with like 28 pack and just like the golden locks and stuff, and all of them are gonna be like the same. So if you go to the beach areas, you might find one or two, a couple of those priorly described humans. But I moved to a countryside of California where the beach was like so far away and nobody surfs there that I was kind of like, interesting. Anyway, moving on from that embarrassing thing, let me cover up a pretty big one about the obesity in America. So I feel like we all know the stereotype that Americans love fast food, they only eat fast food the same way Russians only drink vodka and they have pet bears. The same way as with famous Russian stereotype, it is not completely necessarily true. I'm not gonna sugarcoat here and tell you that, oh, Russians don't drink vodka at all and stuff. No, some people do, some people do drink it a lot, some people don't drink it at all. The US adult obesity rate is at 42%, so do with this information as you wish. Also, I can tell you when I moved here, I looked like a stick. And after first semester of college, I gained a lot of weight because of the foods that I've been eating in the cafeteria that the cafeteria was providing me. Like for example, for lunch, soup was not an option. It was a sandwich with bread and stuff. So and a lot of dressings everywhere. Like that was heavy for my stomach. I was not accustomed to this kind of food. And also I will blame a lot of it on myself because I would spend all my money that I was given for like things that I needed in life. I would spend it all on like different kinds of food that I wanted to try. So I do remember eating Chips Ahoy whole package every night for a little period of time. So yeah. So a lot of people say that Americans are fake, as in like they fake smiles and they fake like you basically. And in some cases it's true. I don't know, sometimes they're not even fake, like it's hard to tell honestly sometimes. But I feel like people here more welcoming and open, like they're like more open to just even chat with you. Until this day, I love the fact that I can go to a grocery store and start up a conversation with a cashier without them being, ugh, I just want to go home already, like don't even talk to me. Or like waitresses and waitress and people in general, like I feel like they're a little bit more warmed up. Like you can walk up to a stranger and just start up a conversation, and majority of the time they will be okay with it. They will like carry on with it, and like, I don't know, I feel like people are more open here, I guess. They don't have this like restless bitch face that sometimes I do have. A lot of people here will smile at you back, they will smile at you in general, wave at you, and I think this is amazing and wonderful because sometimes like I find myself that I'm just walking and I'm concentrated, like Russian mindset I guess. Like when you walk with purpose. Like if you go somewhere, you go, like you don't pay attention to any other human, you just focused on the goal and the target where you're going. The same way, for example, when I go hiking with any of American people, they'll like people will be passing somebody on a trail and they go, hi, like how's it going? How far along? La la la. And they're like just chatting about it. And I'm just like walking and I purposely look the other direction or on the floor just so I don't have to say hi to them, because this is how I don't know, I was raised, I guess. It's such a messed up thing to say, but like, you know, no eye contact. Yeah. One of the big things that were always on my mind prior to me coming to America is that in the movies or in the shows, they're all walking in their shoes around the house. That was just mind-boggling to me. I swear, if I would have walked in my house and without like taking the shoes off and walked to my room, my mom would just like grab the chancla and just be like, whoa! Nah, she's a sweet lady. She's not gonna do that, but she will make me wipe and wash and clean the whole house after that. But for all of you that have been wondering, it is true! Before you comment me, in the States where it rains a lot, where it snows a lot, yeah, that's not true, because, you know, it's like the same way like in other countries that have a lot of dust, dirt, goo, mud, I don't know, snow, you wouldn't want to walk in your house and, you know, get all that stuff around. But in California, it like rains like 2 times a year, pretty much. Thus, the streets are pretty clean, relatively pretty clean, and a lot of people walk in their house with the shoes and they just walk around in them. And I was one of them. I was fighting it for the longest, but it just became like such a bad habit. But compared to majority people, I do like walking like in my socks or bare feet more, I guess. So like I do walk majority of the time around the house like bare feet or in socks compared to shoes, and a lot of people do walk in their shoes in the house. Does it get dirty? Absolutely. Should you do it? I personally don't think so, but I still do it. Apparently there's a stereotype that Americans dress ugly. As you can tell, I'm Russian and I don't know how to dress. So let me put it this way. So a lot of people here dress super nicely. Like if you work at the office or like, you know, those places where you have to kind of dress up nicely, people would. But I have noticed that majority of people, when it's like free time, they tend to wear like more comfortable clothes. Sometimes they're like still really stylish, but a lot of people walk like in their workout outfits and stuff, or just like sweatpants, and that's kind of cool too. So as a person who has no sense of style and likes to wear comfy, oversized things, it works out perfectly for me. Unless no one stares at me if I walk in a store in my panda onesie. On the contrary, people will come up to me and say compliments about my panda onesie. In Russia, they wouldn't do it. They would think I'm absolute bat crazy. Let me just say it for those in the back who set in their ways, I suppose. Not all Americans are gay. Let me even tell you that not all Americans support that. It is true that a lot of people here live in houses or like a small couple-story like apartment buildings, or skyscrapers at times, but like a lot of people here do live in houses. And a lot of people do either rent or own houses here, and like I lived in a couple of houses so far. It is not true that all Americans hate Russians. Not gonna lie, a lot of people will make comments about Russians being spies. Thank you very much. But majority of the time in my experience, people usually either ask questions because they're genuinely curious about either politics or in general like life in Russia and how was it in Russia and stuff. Let's talk about the stereotype that all Americans own guns. So there's such thing as Second Amendment and, you know, all the bears can have arms, but I'm losing it. Not all Americans own gun, but I know like more than a handful of people who do own it. There is a stereotype that a lot of Americans are uneducated and just stupid. So I definitely want to point out that that is not true. Like you can't really generalize the whole nation like this, the same way like I knew people like in Russia who just didn't care about the education, you know, and some people who like excelled at it. The same way here, some people just don't care about it, and some people who like really care about it and excel in it. So I think mostly it goes from person to person. But I can tell you that in Russia, the educational system is like really basic, as in like everybody learns the same kind of amount of stuff, the same kind of things. While in America, there are electives that can actually like, help you with your future job of a choosing, as in like you can choose like photography as, you know, elective, and people are actually gonna like start teaching you if that's something you're passionate about, or like engineering kind of stuff, you know, like I think that's cool, but maybe because I've never had it. But in Russia it was like, oh no, everybody sticks to the exact same program, everybody learns the same stuff. And I really can't tell you which one is better, because Russian educational system did teach me a lot about math and physics and chemistry and all the other things that I don't use in my real life. So one of the things that America is known for is being the land of the free, because compared to some countries, yeah, like there is more like freedom, as in with what you think and what you can project onto others. Alrighty, so I think that's all I have for you today. Hope you had a wonderful and amazing day. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like it, share it with your friends, do all the good things, subscribe to my channel, la 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 la. I wish you an amazing and wonderful day filled with happiness, joy, and love. And just remember, you're an awesome potato, and you know what awesome potatoes do? They smile.